Yep.
We'll go ahead and we'll call our June meeting for the Board of Education. We'll go to order. You all stand with me for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's get Tony a little bit late, so that's why he's not here. He's kind of on the roof, I would imagine. Somewhere. But he said he'd be late, so yeah, we want to do it. Ready for him?
A lot of room.
Need a motion to approve the agenda as written. Motion, Mr. Birdsong, second, Mrs. Wells. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion carries 6-0. And we'll put the comments and move on to the consent agenda. In the consent agenda, we have further minutes from May. Also, do you have any special meeting in there? It's not in there. Didn't see it in there.
Yeah, I apologize. I was going to put it in there for the next
Okay.
one.
So we're in the May meeting and financial statement. Oh, okay. Those two are. Mr. Thompson? That's your name. Senior, you read, sorry. Second, Mr. Birdsong. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion carries 6-0. Approval of bills. In your packet, you saw two different.
I'm working to get that down to one.
It's all right. That's not bad. Questions on the bills? Birdsong is approved. Second, Mr. Thompson. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion carries 6-0. Administrator's report in your packet. Hopefully you saw the summer school information. Up there about 131.
I know you said we were gonna.
I asked Shannon about it this week, and she was looking at 160 something kids, locked out 180.
But is that include high school at all?
Yeah, she had done a complete enrollment, but in their packet it showed a few less, so I'm honestly not exactly sure.
Okay, no.
Her numbers looked a little different, and it might be just something I haven't
We
measured.
had,
Well, was about 40.
we had 40 and then 50, so.
Yeah, so that's not bad.
60,
She was, I think she did 166, what she ran. We had a nice showing for Baker Springs. And so that's some good things. Yes. We'll continue our step ups and introducing them to what we can.
Any questions on the information packet? Now, move on to superintendent's report.
Okay. Financial stability, you'll see the budget's in there and ready for approval or discussion for this evening. Again, I've already mentioned the full funding for transportation, formula funding, teacher baseline grants, so some good things coming out of the state there. And then I just have the enrollment, same numbers as you saw last week. I didn't update summer school because they did. Recruiting to attract, develop, and retain highly qualified staff. Just sharing that we have a full teaching and coaching staff for the fall, with the exception of upper level math. That's the only one that we don't have filled. We've been able to coordinate coverage from Mrs. Shuey, who is been hired for middle school math for all but 3 upper level math classes. So college algebra, geometry, and algebra 2 are the only ones that we currently don't have a teacher for. For 2 of those, we're not alone. The Frisco League struggling, teachers or districts all around are struggling with math, and so we've talked about in the Frisco League. And Richland has offered their high school math teacher, because they don't have very many numbers in those classes at all. And so they've offered for that person to teach college algebra and geometry through our kids. And so we'll set up like an ITV type situation, so they'll have a live teacher in another place. But that's our, but we're going to keep it open. You never know. But right now I'm getting a lot of math applicants from outside the country. I'm not getting anybody at all. So we just keep it open and keep watching. And then algebra 2, we just have 2 students. Mrs. Kathy went through, tried to see where we are with that, with who needed algebra 2. We have 2. Those 2 right now, if we don't have a teacher, we'll do Edmentum. And would do that like, ISS back on track, credit recovery, with the dual credit kids and all that situation. So that's where we are with that. And then I said that, but also we'll have a hire for ISS, AD, back on track, that full section in August. So we will have that. I did mention on the report. Then I did want to mention, and I don't think I've ever mentioned to you guys on an update, but our enrollment numbers from summer school in kindergarten are showing a little bit higher. So we had planned to start the year with 1 teacher and Mrs. Smith be the pair in there. I think we're at a place with 25 kindergarten right now to move to a plan of having 2 teachers. And then, of course, if that doesn't work out, we can back it off. Yes, it's weird numbers. Yeah. So I think we're in a place where we're going to at least view that as we're moving forward to and plan that direction with all of our plans for the fall. And like I said, if that number falls and we suddenly have 17, well, we'll shift backward. But I wanted you all to know about that. The 24-25 administrative team has met. We met this week, started conversations, talked. 6.5 hours. We started out with a lunch and just a few agenda items and walking around the building and talking, and we just had a fantastic day together, talking about all kinds of things. One of the big ones being, as we walked around the building, just looking for the best placement for people. As we did a few little shifts and things that would just maybe make more sense. And so we're really excited about some of the movement that we're going to have around the building. They are all, each of them have plans for completing NEE over the summer, so they'll be able to hit the ground running with observations in the fall and really be in the classrooms and get started with all of that. So good things there. The develop and enhance quality educational instructional programs. Just want to mention that Mrs. Caffey, and she's still working on this, but she's been working very hard to make sure that all of our high school students' schedules are ready for the fall. Shannon's been building the schedule in IC, so they're not in there, but they will be ready for kids when they come in. So she's done a great job of that. I appreciate just the amount of time she's spent on trying to get that the best it can be. Mrs. Strand and I met last week, I guess, and just talked about ag and her plans. And she has a pretty well developed budget and plans for ag moving forward, and just trying to develop the students' capacity for using the shop equipment and what she wants to do there, and just how she wants to hit the ground running with her full shop now and everything that we're going. So I'm excited for her, and she's excited for now being able to fully go. Facilities, grounds, buses. Just was going to mention that we still have 1 bus in need of a computer upgrade, and then our small bus has a transmission issue, so Lonnie's working on those. I think we found a mechanic that'll come on site maybe to do the computer upgrade. He was looking at a situation where he thought he was going to have to tow the bus all the way to St. Louis. So we really dug in and into the Frisco League, and I think we found a couple of opportunities for us to fix it here. So he's working on that, and then I just put some projects that are kind of on a list that we'd love your feedback on. But installing lights in the athletic facility, we have the lights, we just haven't ever put them up. And I think that needs to move on to our priority list and getting that going. And I forgot to put on here, I think you mentioned lights in the parking lot. somebody mentioned and I didn't put it on the list. Building the safer steps in the back, I mentioned a little bit a minute ago, where those coming in the back of the elementary, the steps just step up, but there's no landing for anybody to stand on to safely open the door, and I think that's just a bad scenario there. So maybe looking at getting that landing there. The rock down on the ag parking lot, what do you think? Oh, Are you looking at something? We're getting old. You notice those things later in life, right? You're bound up and down them when you're young, but then the excavating that needs to be done down here so we can lay the rock and have the parking lot, the ag parking lot area. Yes, yeah. And I have spoken to Wiley this week, the fencing, because I know you haven't driven around, our fence is down back here because of that windstorm. And so they have that ready to go. No, they're working on it. As soon as that comes in, they'll be here to do that and have it be done. So I spoke to them this week in that process. They told us they didn't anticipate the screen and the weight of the screen, but I'll tell you that night the wind was so bad. It was just the screen, they said. So they're going to reinforce the poles this time as they put them in, knowing we have the screen in front of them. So I talked to her about that. It was, that's what I said, it's a wall now, so. Mhm. Yes, I think coming around the building is what we were talking about, like it must have just been a straight line. And then, of course, the concrete work that we have those bids for, talking about things in this two-story, and the drainage that we had last summer, or in the fall. But I think we were talking a little bit about that this week, and I think that was the first time we ever experienced that. So maybe that's not a more pressing, maybe that's a wait and see if we have that experience again, where we thought that effervescence that showed up on that wall back that's on the elementary has never happened before. So maybe I don't know. I don't know how pressing that is, if we really have an issue, if we just have a situation. So anyway, just a few things added there that may be for us to address as we move forward. And then cultivate a healthy, safe, warm climate and culture for students and staff. We appreciate the sheriff's department reached out to Mrs. Jackson, actually reached out to me, and it's Marvin Jackson husband. They had a big, nice conference table, very heavy, that they want to donate and chairs that you all saw when we came in. So just appreciative of them thinking of us and doing that. And so I think the table's going to go up in a location that's going to become a high school workroom and lounge area. We're pretty excited about developing that. So I think it's going to end up going there. And then I already mentioned that about the staffing rooms around the building for best meeting the needs of the students, like where Compass needs to go in counselor in the elementary, and just some of those shifting that we're looking at. And then a professional development committee, we haven't gotten together to meet yet because I really want to meet the admin team first. We had that as a big topic of discussion and just how we develop that committee and what that looks like. And I know they're looking at some different handbooks in different schools and how we just dig in and make that a really impactful group and use that group to get feedback and to really generate that professional development through our district. We talked a lot about some new staff development. We have a new staff development day for them to come in for all of our new staff on August 7th. For central office to work with them, for tech to work with them, for them to get onboarded, and then also what our PD looks like coming back. We have, like WebLink was new to our staff this year, but just kind of looking at anything we need to dig into with some of the expectations and procedures.
So they're more ready to go day one.
Yeah. Anyone new to the district for the August 7th, but also some training for our staff with some of our things that just showing how to use it better. How you put in leave and how you check for your check balances or your tax forms and that stuff. So we're gonna spend a little time with some of those. We just keep making lists, and Shannon or Gina are all going, hey, add that to the list. Let's talk to them about that, and just really planning that on board PD at the beginning of the year and preparation. And then we're looking at a summer event of some kind. We want to do something with the staff. Our most recent conversation has been about maybe the splash zone, and just have the staff and families come and just have an opportunity. Oh, is it? Oh, maybe not
Yeah.
splash though.
They might have-
What?
They might have broken.
Yeah.
There too.
Probably
Okay, so scratch splash zone will go elsewhere.
Well, they may have it.
Yeah, they'll be pretty quick. It actually wasn't.
Okay. Well, we just had thought about that, but we were just generating some ideas.
You're the only one left
Might
around.
be just some-
Everybody else right now is in the area, even in the-
Really?
In the big area.
It's time to play.
Yes, yep, they had some pipe break, St.
What?
James is closed because the Hell Dam is closed, there's water, there's stuff. And then, Licking is closed.
It's weird.
That is weird.
This was never.
The rivers and the streams.
The river is
creeks
where
are
it's
like
at.
this, aren't they? Thank you all. Any questions?
Dave, what do you have for us tonight?
Well, Tracy's coming, you got a quick update. I sent a little paragraph below for last meeting. So we've been, the focus was we came out, the school year is still going on, stabilize, get Wi-Fi installed, those sorts of things for testing, and then we accomplished that goal. There are certainly a lot less issues towards the end of the year. And so we're going to continue on pulling the system apart and making it less breakable. On how we're going to do that is right now a lot of the network devices called switches that interconnect multiple computers and other devices chain against off of each other. So most days we get what we call overrun back to the server. And so that's on the list. Continuing to look at the Wi-Fi in some of the other buildings. Like I said, we focused on the testing that's going to be going on, which is elementary, middle school, this building. But we still have 2 stories to look at. And then after that, that's number one. A lot of the issues here come from power issues and stuff like that. It's very odd. You guys seem to have a lot. Whenever the power goes out for even just a blink or an extended period, a lot of items didn't have battery backup on them, or it was old and wasn't maintained, or the battery was dead. And when that happened, things wouldn't come up correctly. The switches that are in the network don't just come up and start operating. You have to pull their configuration back from the controller, so things are done out of sequence. And these issues, and so they come up and you reboot things from the center and back out. And so with what we're doing right now, with the last of last year's funds, is making sure we get battery backup set at all the network locations. So we talked about the business side of it. Okay, there's a power outage, say for how long does it go out in theory, and we're going to call school off, okay, 45 minutes, and then we work out from there. Because as you all know, this is a cell black hole, and so you need to be able to coordinate all that stuff over the internet and over the phone system. So we came up with 2 hours to go to keep everything up so that school can be shut down in a clean manner. Parents comfortable. And so that's what we're aiming towards. We're going to be doing a lot of work this Saturday, clean up the rack and deploy more of the battery backup and so that should be taken care of by the end of the day Saturday. And we're also going to work on this network interconnection upgrades that I talked about. Then we'll just continue on down the list. The bus bar has been offline for I don't know how long, but that's on the list. We're going to get that back up and running. We heard that because the cell phone issues you want Wi-Fi at the ball field so people can call out in case of an emergency. That will be implemented with the bus barn because it goes from the same direction. And so we'll put an access point outside in the corner of the elevator and point in that direction. Put one radio in the bus barn, one radio over there in the concession stand and press box, and we're filming it. So we're going to get that done. With that, we got lots of parts and pieces coming up. Then there's just a whole plethora of other things. Cleaning up, documenting. You've probably never seen it all, but if you're a little quick tour, we could go to the rooms and the network rooms and all this, and we're going to continue to clean that up. Appropriate size, network cables so it's not a spaghetti mess and other stuff. And at one point, maybe something was in this room, and then they moved the equipment over there. And so if you were to go in room E, you're working the right, it's just this big, bold, massive cables, long-term plan, continue to clean that up. High school office, there's a switch to sort of shoved in a cabinet, and so we got a rack on order for that. And it's getting a better deck and all that sorts of stuff. And so we'll continue working through all that. There's a whole bunch of other stuff on the list. And then the bigger thing for next year is, I assume you've all heard of E-rate. If not, it's a surcharge or tax, whatever you want to call it, that the FCC has been empowered to collect higher up on the telecom spectrum, like the end user doesn't pay like on your home internet, but the ISPs and stuff like that. With those funds, they fund school districts two things. They subsidize the internet bandwidth, and then they subsidize equipment that delivers the internet. So that includes network switches, Wi-Fi, stuff like that. And so you guys have not tapped into that second bucket at all. And so there's $76,000 that will reset after this spring, so it comes back again next year. And so there's that to look at how to utilize. I don't think there's any way it'll be an 80-20, and so they'll pay 80%, you have to pay 20, so that takes up to whatever the math was, $86,000. There's no way we can even remotely spend that much. But we'll look at what that means to get the best of it, what the district needs. It'll probably be new network switches and then maybe overhauling the Wi-Fi. There's a lot of hand-me-downs in the Wi-Fi network. We went to install it and said, hey, wrong library. Oh, all right, I understand, you gotta do what you gotta do. And so if we could get that all up to the latest spec and then, get you everything right together. Pretty decent overview there. Anybody have any questions on anything? Or anything that's going on?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we did a whole time at the end of the year. We had a few weeks. I was lucky to travel, get some other stuff, so the team focused on other stuff. And I was gonna pick up again. Obviously, we know our deadlines here. School's gonna start. Summer school's ending, and so and it also played nice with everybody, so they could do their jobs. Come in and start ripping stuff apart. So typically, weekends and we're kind of. Well, I don't know that it's makeshift, but the router has not been installed. It's stable. There wasn't the problem. There is a new router firewall that will be implemented before school starts, but it's a little lower on the list after battery backups and things.
And I don't think you all met Zane, so I might point out Zane's
Hi,
here.
Zane.
Zane's here, he's our on-staff employee, who's been doing all kinds of things with, us teachers need things or students, and whatever Dave needs. And so we're glad to have Zane here. We've got our live feed up and going for us tonight too. So he'll plan to be here before the meeting. Appreciate that too. Thank you all.
Any questions for Dave? Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that.
And the surplusing is that's there.
It is, and it's there. Thanks, sir. It is.
Glad to have you.
Yeah.
And I do agree, I think the end of school went so much stronger technology and count on it than it was any time of school.
Look at that.
Like I said, I'm not gonna take credit for that because we haven't talked too much, so I'll take that later.
I think it's about access, really. Exactly.
To your point, Ed, I think it's a very important part of what I would say promoting positive learning environment in class. Be present, the elephant in the room, and not have to be disturbed. You know, now I know we have some teachers that require that. You know, I know one of the teachers that you put over your students, they don't question it, they don't want to do their class. So I think it's trainable. And
It is too.
but just throwing it out there, because I know it's going to be a discussion.
That's on the radar, and then it's Tuesday, after round table, the class will start. We want them to come. I anticipate that's gonna be a topic of conversation.
Okay.
Sorry, if I know Tony, I wouldn't have said anything. I don't want to steal your thunder, but I'm the new guy here. I don't want to be-
No, you can.
That's all right. No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm already carrying a lot, so I'll just start with that.
I think there's a lot of great knowledge that
We'll move on to our action items. Our action item number one is a copier contract.
So we had two, shoot,
I don't know.
well,
I didn't look
some,
yesterday.
I'm gonna tell you what, some of it didn't get in quickly because it was just so new to me. And
So
so
I'm a little bit behind.
I knew we were gonna have it, so some of it wasn't in there till last minute. But anyway, Marco is the one that I would recommend, but they're both in the Marco and Sumner one, both got us a proposal. They're very comparable as far as equipment and so forth. Marco's is much cleaner and easier to read and understand. Sumner is so difficult. Yes,
I had to get on there.
it's very,
Yeah, I didn't read it, actually, like, this down, we wrote this big.
it was very difficult. And I think what it came down to is, for me, and I asked Amy to weigh in on this because she knows this area so well. And I said, what do you think about these? So we talked about that, about the both of them. But with Marco, we're gonna get that regular bill every month, and then we'll do the overages. I think they decided to go ahead and just do that once a year. Was a more fair way to do that. And they have also told me that if anybody else put anything out better, he's gonna come meet with me next week. If they approve of them, they will at least meet that if it's something better than somebody else's. But there was maybe a slight, I'm talking a fraction of a cost, lower on some copy cost, but I don't think it amounted to much. But I did mention that to him, and he said, I could do that. That is not gonna be a big deal, but I just think the consistency with it, and not being able to read Sumner's very well. We really have to
Where
talk
is
to
Marco out?
Columbia and St.
I wanna say St. Louis, but they've come by, and they're the ones who we have. So we've not been to, yeah, they've been okay. They've been okay, well, especially as of late, if we had any issues, they're pretty giants about this, so. Yeah,
So is that just a service contract for what you have? New copiers, new printers?
some are new and some will stay. It just depends on how much it's been used and what condition. Yes.
Good to know.
It is with all of
Good to know.
Because
And
that's
they'll-
gonna tie into what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, it's,
We are gonna look at putting, one of our concerns this year is only this media center one, and the fact that we could print from our computers into a generalized room like this, and then it just prints. Well, I know from being a teacher for many years, you forget what you just printed, so then you print it again, and then you forget to go pick it up, and then you print it to the one that's not working. So what we're doing is they're gonna put a pin system on it, and it doesn't do anything except for hold your prints until you get to the printer. And then you put your code in and then print your stuff out. So also you don't lose it, where you get down here and go, oh, I didn't print that, or I need a few more copies.
Yeah, it ties to which department.
And all
Like,
the
I
others
remember
just see
special
yourself.
education on old chapter, it's federal funds. So mine, yeah,
They
and
have-
it'll show the cost, so you put in the pen like, right, this is $2.49. So it's kind of gives you the yeah, and it holds it, and then that way you can use it when you're ready.
We certainly can.
Honestly, the way copiers are, I don't know if one is any different than the other. If one's not tie into what we have for our system down here, easier than another system's copier. I don't know if that makes any difference or not anymore.
Yeah, what they're probably proposing is pretty non-important. They all can use scan email analysis and all that stuff. But certainly happy to look at it and just make sure.
Appreciate that.
Well, he's gonna, if we end up approving this tonight, which these prices are all good for install like July, so we kind of, if we're going to, we might want to, but I'm just throwing that out, but, you could maybe take a peek at it before I meet with him next week, so that if there's anything I need to